joined by Billy Clifford, our new signing from Havant and Waterlooville. Billy, welcome to the club, and how have you found things so far settling in?
Yeah, first of all, thank you. Yeah, I've been here just under a week now, so settled in well with the boys. I think it was a bit of a blessing that last week's game was cancelled to give me a chance to get a game in-house and take it from there, really. But I've settled in really well and looking forward to getting going.
Yeah, and you've arrived from the club, obviously, from another title rival. Has that felt a bit strange, moving from one sort of plan at Havant to the plan at Ebbsfleet now?
A little bit. I think it'll be more strange next week when we play against them, obviously. But yeah, for me, I'm just focused on Ebbsfleet now, and hopefully I'm here to try and push the team and get that promotion. So yeah.
You've obviously had lots of National League South experience. You won this division with Wealdstone. You've been pushing with Havant for the last 3 seasons. What do you think it takes to to stay up there and get up there out of this league?
I think, like most things, it's consistency. Trying to find 7 or 8 out of 10 performances week in, week out, and trying to stay focused on the goal, which is promotion. So I think they've done really well so far this season, obviously being top of the league. And for me, it's on a personal note, is to come in and use that experience that I've got, and try and help the squad push forward and hopefully get promoted. Yeah,
you've just been in training with the boys. Have you noticed any sort of difference between this club and the way Havant do things since you've been here?
Yeah, obviously it's a little bit more professional, and we're in a little bit more than Havant is, which takes some getting used to. But the focus is there, and like I said, I had a great time at Havant. I've not got a bad word to say about the people there, and I wish them all the best. But obviously, the focus is now on Ebbsfleet and pushing forward. Yeah,
and you've played against a few of those players, or probably most of those players, maybe kicked a few of them in the time. Do you know many of them? I think you played with Mark Cousins at Colchester. Is that right?
Yeah, well, many moons ago when I was a fresh-faced 19-year-old, I think. I know Dom obviously played against most of the boys I played against, obviously even as early as this season. But there's a lot of experience in that changing room, and hopefully I can add to that, and my quality as well, obviously on the ball, and hopefully, like I said, give us that push towards the business end of the season. I think what's 19 games now, so hopefully I'll come in at a good time, and like I said, trying to push forward.
Most Fleet fans have seen you play for Havant, but for those that maybe haven't seen you play, what do you sort of bring to the team in midfield?
I think composure on the ball. I think one of the main reasons to come here was the style of play. Very much ball on the floor, taking the ball in tight areas and being composed and getting the ball moving forward and trying to create. I need to obviously score a few more goals as the gaffer has mentioned, but I've been pretty creative this season in terms of assists. So if I can help with helping the boys score goals and add some myself, I think it'd be good.
Yeah, and we touched on it earlier. Havant comes up the game after next. Football has a funny way of timing like that, doesn't it? It's going to be a hectic start to your Fleet career, and that one's obviously going to be quite a tasty one.
Yeah, of course. I'm not sure if I'm not too sure about the agreement between the two clubs, but it'd be weird to see them so soon. It's not often that happens in football. But like I said, there's some great people at that club, and my main focus now is pushing Ebbsfleet to hopefully challenge and win this league. So, like you said, football does have a funny way of turning around, and it'd be good to see some familiar faces, but we want the 3 points and carry on.
Yeah, and finally, you sat and watched the Dulwich game on Tuesday night. You got a good view of that game from the sidelines. How do you think this Ebbsfleet side is equipped to go forward now into the last few months of the season?
Yeah, like I said, hopefully my addition is, it'll push people forward. That competition is always good and healthy, like I said, and the team have done extremely well so far this season. And for me, it's just trying to add to that. And like I said, there's so much experience in that change room. There's many league games, and for us, it's just the focus and trying to get that level of consistency week in, week out, to ultimately, achieve our goal, which is promotion. So, I'm looking forward to it now. I've had, I think, 3-4 weeks off without a game. Like I said, I was itching to play the other night. The boys done really well after obviously a frustrating journey to the game, if I can say that. And like I said, there's 19 games left, and we've just got to take each game, as cliche as it sounds, each game as it comes.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us, Billy, and once again, welcome. Cheers.